Hi, welcome to the new episode of the SEO series. Why technical SEO should be your top priority. As you know, my name is Zahiruddin Kurum and I am professional SEO. You can easily find me by just typing my name in the search bar or visiting my website Daily Niche Times, or find me on Fiverr. My Fiverr profile SEO Kurum222. Send me an email for any inquiries. Would love to work for you because I know what you are looking for. Let's come to the topic of the video. Why technical SEO should be your top priority. As a business owner or marketing manager, you're probably always looking for new ways to improve your website's ranking in search engines. While there are many different aspects of SEO, search engine optimization, technical SEO should be your top priority. Technical SEO includes all the on-page and off-page factors that influence your website's ranking in search engines. This includes things like website speed, structured data, canonical tags, and more. While technical SEO may sound like a lot of work, the reality is that it's not. In fact, once you make a few changes to your website, you'll likely see a significant improvement in your search engine ranking. And, as we all know, a higher ranking means more traffic and more customers. If you're like most people, you probably think of SEO as a way to improve your website's ranking in search engine results pages, SERPs. However, SEO is much more than that. In fact, SEO is divided into two major categories: on-page SEO and off-page SEO. On-page SEO refers to the optimization of a website's content and structure to make it more visible and relevant to search engines. Off-page SEO, on the other hand, refers to the promotion of a website through link building and social media engagement. So, what's the most important type of SEO? The answer is technical SEO. Technical SEO is the foundation of on-page and off-page SEO. It deals with the technical aspects of a website that impact its ranking in SERPs. This includes website speed, indexing, sitemaps, structured data, etc. This article will explain why technical SEO should be your top priority. If you're in charge of a website, you probably already know that SEO is important. But what you might not know is that there are different types of SEO, and each one is important in its own way. In this video, we'll focus on technical SEO, which is a type of SEO that is often overlooked but is essential for any website that wants to rank well in search engines. Technical SEO is all about making sure your website is set up in a way that is easy for search engines to understand and crawl. This might sound like a daunting task, but luckily there are plenty of resources and tools out there that can help you with technical SEO. I'll give you a quick overview of what technical SEO is and why it's so important. We'll also provide some tips on how to get started with technical SEO for your website. What is technical SEO? Technical SEO is the process of optimizing a website for search engines. This includes making sure that the site is well structured, has a clean and easy to navigate design, and uses proper tags and titles. Technical SEO also involves optimizing the site's code so that it loads quickly and is easy for search engine crawlers to understand. Why is technical SEO important? Technical SEO is important because it helps search engines understand what your website is about and how it should be indexed. If your website is not properly optimized, it may not appear in search results or may be ranked lower than it should be. This can lead to lost traffic and potential customers. How to get started with technical SEO. If you're starting from scratch with your website's SEO, we recommend using SEMrush Site Audit Tool. This will help you identify any technical issues with your site and provide recommendations on how to fix them. You can also find many more useful tips in our guide to carrying out an SEO audit. If you have a larger website, or if your website relies heavily on Google search engine traffic, i.e., if your site is an e-commerce site or if it offers Google-specific paid search traffic, we recommend hiring an experienced agency that specializes in both on-page and off-page SEO for more comprehensive help simplifying your technical SEO tasks. This inexperienced marketer mistakenly thought that social media engagement was the key to rank their new website. For more tips and advice on technical SEO, make sure to contact a qualified agency for more information. SEO is vital for any website. If you have a website, then you need to be doing SEO. Search engine optimization is vital for any website that wants to rank high in search engine results pages. Without SEO, your website will be lost in the sea of millions of other websites. But what exactly is SEO? And how do you do it? SEO is the process of optimizing your website for Google's search algorithm. This means making sure your website is relevant to the keywords people are searching for, and also making sure your website is error-free and easy to use. There's a lot that goes into SEO, but it's essential for any website that wants to be successful. If you're not doing SEO, start today. Technical SEO will make your site faster and more user-friendly. Technical SEO is the process of optimizing your site for search engines. It includes optimizing your website's code, structure, and on-page elements. By doing this, you can make your site faster and more user-friendly, which will help you rank higher in the search results. If you're not already doing technical SEO, then you're missing out on a valuable opportunity to improve your site. Fortunately, it's not too late to start. I'll give you a quick overview of technical SEO and how you can start implementing it on your site. Technical SEO will improve your organic search rankings. If you want to improve your organic search rankings, then you need to start paying attention to technical SEO. Technical SEO refers to all the behind-the-scenes optimizations you can make to your website to make it more search engine friendly. This includes things like optimizing your website's code, improving your site's load time, and making sure your website is mobile friendly. Making these kinds of improvements to your website can be a bit technical and time-consuming. But if you're serious about improving your organic search rankings, then it's worth the effort. I'll give you a quick overview of technical SEO and how you can use it to boost your website's performance in search engines. Technical SEO is an ever-changing landscape. Technical SEO is an ever-changing landscape. What worked last year may not work this year, and what works this year may not work next year. This is why it's important to stay up to date on the latest trends and changes in the world of SEO. One of the biggest changes in SEO in recent years has been the rise of mobile search. With more and more people using smartphones and tablets to search the web, it's important to make sure your site is optimized for these devices. This means having a mobile-friendly design, fast-loading pages, and relevant content that is customized for mobile users. Another change that has been happening in SEO is the rise of voice search. With devices like the Amazon Echo and Google Home, more and more people are using voice commands to search the web. This means that keywords need to be structured differently. You need to be prepared to invest time and resources into technical SEO. Technical SEO is the process of optimizing your website for search engines. It's a complex and ever-evolving field, but there are a few basics that all website owners should know. First, you need to make sure your website is accessible to search engines. This means ensuring that your site is free of errors and can be easily crawled and indexed by search engines. Second, you need to make sure your website is optimized for the keywords you want to rank for. This means doing keyword research and using those keywords throughout your site, from your titles and headings to your content and even your website's code. And finally, you need to be prepared to invest time and resources into technical SEO. This is an ongoing process, and it's important to stay up to date on the latest changes in the search engine's algorithms. The activity of optimizing a network that is connected to the site lies with the system administrator. From an organizational perspective, when an entire company has not embraced the cloud, some regulations of the IT internal department, outside of the web administrator, can make it impossible for them to optimize access to it. In this case, two possible solutions are possible. Either he set up a test environment in which data originating from outside of the company is simulated and uses on a smaller scale an isolated network within his company that he could be able to tamper with, or explicitly contact the system administrator to request support and exchange information in order to allow efficient operation. One must admit, however, that relations between different areas of the same company are often based on confrontation rather than cooperation. The other part consists in seeking ways they do not cause additional burden on their resources and are still effective. A subset of assumptions that fall more directly under networking is found in /site shilling, where design patterns regarding balancing among servers are introduced so that failure of one server does not warrant a dropout and increased connection time when loading pages through HTTP. There is a wide variety of techniques available. Some algorithms including utility functions such as capacity factors or connection times need to be specifically considered. Without new input data, technical SEO is worth the effort. There's no doubt that SEO is a complex and ever-changing field. But despite all the challenges, SEO is still one of the most effective ways to increase traffic and visibility for your website. And while it may take some time and effort to get things right, the payoff can be huge. Technical SEO is a vital part of any SEO strategy, and it's important to make sure your website is set up for success. From improving site speed to fixing crawl errors, there are a lot of things you can do to make sure your website is search engine friendly. And while it may seem like a lot of work, the effort is worth it. If you're looking to improve your SEO, start with technical SEO. It's an essential part of any solid SEO strategy, and it can make a big difference for your website. How to implement technical SEO? Technical SEO is the process of optimizing your website for search engines. It involves improving your website's architecture and code so that search engines can crawl and index your site more easily. Technical SEO can be a complex and time-consuming process, but it is essential for getting your site to rank high in the search results. If you want to improve your website's SEO, there are a few key steps you can take. First, make sure your site is well-structured and easy to navigate. Second, improve your site's code and make sure it is error-free. Third, create informative and keyword-rich content that will help your site rank higher in the search results. By following these steps, you can improve your website's SEO and get on the path to better search engine ranking. Technical SEO is the process of improving the structure and code of a website to make it more visible to search engines. Unlike traditional SEO, which focuses on optimizing content for keywords, technical SEO is all about optimizing the website itself. While technical SEO might sound like a daunting task, there are a few simple things you can do to get started. I'll give you a brief overview of technical SEO and some tips on how to implement it on your website. Technical SEO is the process of optimizing a website for Google's search algorithm. It is a subset of SEO that focuses on the crawling, indexing, and rendering of a website. Google's search algorithm is constantly changing, which means that technical SEO is an ongoing process. However, there are some key components of technical SEO that remain constant. These components are essential for any website that wants to rank high in Google's search results. Some of the key components of technical SEO include: site architecture. The structure of a website should be simple and easy for Google to crawl. The architecture of a website is the foundation upon which all other aspects are built. It is the structure that holds everything together and makes it easy for both users and search engines to navigate. A well-designed website architecture will be simple and easy to use, while still providing all the information that users and search engines need. There are many different factors to consider when designing the architecture of a website. The most important factor is the overall structure of the site. The website should be easy to navigate and all the pages should be linked together logically. The hierarchy of the pages should be easy to understand, and the URL should be short and easy to remember. In addition to the overall structure, the architecture of a website must also be designed with search engines in mind. Google and other search engines use bots, or web crawlers, to index the content on a website. One of the first things a search engine bot does when it lands on a web page is check for a robots.txt file, which tells the spider what pages to index and what pages to ignore. Unfortunately, many designers are unaware of this important file and design sites without considering search engine optimization, SEO. This means that the site may be beautifully designed, but its content is not being indexed by Google and other search engines, making it nearly impossible to be found online. When designing your website project with precision designs, you can be sure we keep both humans and search engine crawlers in mind to create an effective architecture for your website. A great well-designed architecture will support fast load times too beyond indexing. You may have noticed slow-loading websites getting penalized lately or have run into pay-per-click penalties at Google AdWords for low-quality landing pages that are very slow on multiple page speed tests across several devices. Indexability. Google must be able to index all the pages on a website to rank them in the search results. To ensure that your pages are eligible to appear in the search results, Google must be able to index them. This process begins when Google's crawlers visit your website and attempt to retrieve your site's pages. If the crawlers can successfully retrieve and index your pages, they will then be eligible to appear in the search results. Several factors can prevent Google from being able to index a page. The most common of these is a robots.txt file that instructs the crawlers not to index certain pages on your site. Another common issue is pages that are blocked by login or password. If these pages are not publicly accessible, Google will not be able to index them. If you want your pages to be eligible for the search results, it is important to make sure that Google can index them. This can be done by setting the robots.txt file to allow access by search engines to all of the website's pages. Google Analytics is integrated into your web developer site-built CMS, which will give you a very good overview of how many visitors your site receives and what they do while they are on the site. This system also consists of an easy-to-use e-commerce module which will allow you to easily generate sales statistics and analyze customer behavior. Project highlights: integration of Google Analytics into web developer site-built CMS, easy-to-use e-commerce module for sales statistics and customer behavior analysis. Rendering. Google must be able to render all the pages on a website properly to index them. For Google to index the pages on your website, they must be able to render them properly. This means that your website must be built in a way that Google can understand it and display it correctly in their search results. There are a few ways to ensure that your website can be properly rendered by Google. First, you should make sure that your website is built using valid HTML code. This will help Google to understand your website and index it correctly. Additionally, you should ensure that all of your website's assets are properly loaded and that there are no broken links on your website. If Google is unable to render your website properly, they may not index it at all, which could hurt your website's visibility in search results. Overall, it is important to make sure that your website can be properly rendered by Google to ensure that it appears in search results. By following the above tips, you can help to ensure that your website is indexed properly and appears in search results when people search for keywords related to your business. Crawling. Google must be able to crawl all the pages on a website to index them. For a website to be indexed by Google, it must first be crawled by Googlebot. The Googlebot is a web crawler that traverses the internet in search of new websites and new content. Once it has found a website, it will then index the pages on that website so that they can appear in search results. However, there are certain situations where the Googlebot may not be able to crawl all the pages on a website. This can happen if the website is not well linked, if it uses certain technologies that the Googlebot does not understand, or if it is behind a login or paywall. In these cases, it is important to ensure that all the pages on the website can be accessed by Googlebot so that they can be properly indexed. Google must be able to crawl all the pages on a website to index them. This process is known as web crawling or spidering. In order for Google to crawl a page, the page must be linked to from another page on the web. This process begins with Googlebots, which are programs that visit websites and collect information about their content. Once a page has been crawled, it is then added to the Google index. This is a giant database of all the pages on the web that Google has found. When you search for something on Google, the results you see are pulled from this index. If you want your pages to be indexed by Google, you need to make sure that they are crawlable. This means that they must be linked to from other pages on the web and that they don't have any errors that would prevent Google from indexing them. I hope that helps. Robots.txt. This file tells Google which pages on a website it should and should not crawl. The robots.txt file is used to tell search engines which pages on a website should and should not be crawled. This is important because it can help prevent search engines from crawling and indexing pages that are not intended for public view. For example, if you have a website with a login page, you would not want search engines to index that page since it is only meant for registered users. The robots.txt file is placed in the root directory of a website and is typically named robots.txt. When a search engine crawls a website, it will first check for the existence of a robots.txt file. If one is found, the search engine will then read the file to see which pages it should and should not crawl. The robots.txt file is a simple text file that uses a specific syntax to tell search engines what content of the website to crawl and index. The syntax is a simple set of rules that tells search engines which files to crawl and ignore. A robots.txt file can tell a search engine that folder X contains important pages and should be crawled. Folder Y contains unimportant pages and should not be crawled. File A is an important page and should be indexed. File B is an unimportant page and should not be indexed. Sitemaps. A sitemap is an XML file that lists all the pages on a website. It helps Google index websites faster. A sitemap is an XML file that lists all the pages on a website. It helps Google index websites faster. Sitemaps are particularly useful for websites with a lot of content, or for websites that are updated frequently. They can also be used to highlight specific types of content on a website, such as videos or images. If you have a website, you can submit your sitemap to Google through the Google Search Console. Once your sitemap is submitted, Google will start indexing your website. If you don't have a website, you can still submit a sitemap to Google. You can do this through the Google Sitemap protocol. Technical SEO, your top priority. If you want your website to rank highly in search engines, then you need to focus on technical SEO. This type of SEO involves optimizing your website for search engines so that they can easily crawl and index your site. Technical SEO can be a bit complex, but it's important to get it right if you want your website to be successful. There are a lot of different factors that go into technical SEO, but some of the most important ones are site speed, mobile optimization, and site structure. If you can focus on these factors, then you'll be well on your way to ranking highly in search engines. When it comes to SEO, there are two main types: on-page SEO and off-page SEO. On-page SEO refers to the optimization of your website's content and code, while off-page SEO focuses on building links and other external signals to improve your site's visibility and authority. Both types of SEO are important, but if you want to rank high in search engine results, you need to make sure you're doing everything you can to optimize your website for the search engines. That's where technical SEO comes in. Technical SEO is the process of optimizing your website's code and structure to make it easier for search engines to crawl and index your site. By improving your site's technical SEO, you can improve your chances of ranking higher in search results. Technical SEO should be your top priority when it comes to SEO. By improving your website's technical SEO, you can increase your visibility in search engines, attract more visitors to your website, and improve your website's overall performance. While many factors contribute to a successful SEO strategy, technical SEO is the foundation upon which all other SEO efforts are built. By ensuring that your website is technically sound, you can make sure that your other SEO efforts are more likely to be successful. If you're not sure where to start with your technical SEO, don't worry, we can help. We're experts in technical SEO and can help you identify and fix any technical issues on your website. Contact us today to learn more about our technical SEO services. I am Zahiruddin Kurum, a professional SEO, social media manager, data analytics by occupation, and digital marketer. I have been working in this field for the last 4 years and have gained a lot of experience during this time. I have worked with many different clients and have helped them achieve their desired results. I am currently working as a freelance digital marketing consultant and have helped many businesses grow their online presence. I am also a certified Google Ads and Analytics partner. I am always keen to learn new things and keep up with the latest trends in the digital marketing world. I am also a big believer in the power of social media and how it can be used to achieve success. I have worked with businesses of all sizes, from small businesses to large